How's it going, guys? Stickiler here, and today I'm going to be starting a new playthrough. I figured I'd start Dark Souls, the Prepare to Die edition, the new one that's just come out for PC. Now, this area where I'm at now, I've just finished the tutorial. I wanted to kind of get my grips with the game and get a sort of a feel for how it plays before I started recording videos, so I didn't fail too badly. But here I am. This is literally just after the tutorial section. Um, if we head down here. This is where you actually spawn in, right here, um, at the start of the tutorial section. So the tutorial is the only thing I've done so far. So yeah, so right now I'm just actually wondering where to go because I'm not quite sure if there's something I'm missing or. We'll head down here and let's have a look because I saw that. For any of you guys who haven't seen Dark Souls or Demon Souls before, um, the game works really interestingly in that everyone like I'm in a world with like a bunch of other people, but I'm not really in the world. Like for example, like you may have seen like a ghost figure walking down these stairs earlier, and that was because I walked over I touched a bloodstain, and what that does is it actually shows someone else who's been playing the game's death. Now, it's not necessarily someone on this computer or this account. It's just anyone in the world. If you come across a bloodstain, you can touch it, and you can see how someone else has died in that situation. And it can sometimes actually save your life because you might be able to see, like, say there's like a rolling boulder trap, and you touch the bloodstain in the boulder trap, and you see the ghost walk up, and then all of a sudden get smacked from the side by something. You go, oh, hey, there's a trap there, and so you can kind of be a lot more cautious about it. But I actually saw the ghost coming in here. Now I'm assuming the ghost fell off that ledge back up here, where it gets a bit finicky to run. I'm assuming he fell off there and died. Um, but I'm not too sure, so I'm just being a little bit cautious at the moment. Um, Now the game is actually frame rate locked at 30 FPS, so I can't increase that in any way. No, there hasn't been a fix for it yet. This is running the Durante's resolution fix though, so this should be proper 1920 by 1080 resolution, not upscaling, not being upscaled from 1024. Uh, I um, I really like the visuals in this game. Like it's a little bit grainy there, but um, he said there was a few more bugs that he had to work out with the fix. But uh, but yeah, so when in the game's stock state, it's locked to 1024 by 720, or 720p, and I believe that's 1024 by 720. I'm not sure. Um, and 30 FPS, just because it's a true console port. Like it's pretty much copy and pasted from the console. Like for example, if I hit start menu there, see how it says LB and RB for the left and right. Now that's if I'm using an Xbox controller to play it here. If if I press the left and right shoulder buttons, it moves through it, as you can see there. Um, Now that LB and RB actually show up even when you don't have a controller plugged in. Also, other things when you're just when you're actually looking at stuff. That was one of the other bugs is that I can't actually, usually when you mouse over and mouse over an item, it'll actually allow you to put it into that slot. Like it'll have a set of options down the bottom telling you what each button does. And those buttons are actually the Xbox buttons. They're even when you don't have an Xbox controller plugged in. So this is a PC port in the truest sense of the word. They've pretty much copy and pasted the game onto PC and tweaked a few of the things, like allowing us to change the resolution, even though it doesn't actually change the render resolution, um, and a few other things like that. But other than that, it's pretty much copy and pasted from the console. It does mean you get a true experience of Dark Souls. It just means that you kind of have to use a controller on the PC to play it, even if that's not like I don't own a console. This is my housemate's controller, and I'm not good with a controller, so you may see me dying a lot to silly stuff. But anyway, that's enough talking. I'll continue on with the game. Oh, hello. Hmm. Well then. Oh dear. Can you guys hear that? That is a terrifying sound. Sounds like an ogre if I had to actually choose a sound for it. Hey, what's this? Pillage corpse. Soul of a nameless soldier. Sweet. This game uses souls. Whoa. Souls as its actual it's both its currency and its level up system. So like when you have a certain amount of souls, you can spend that many souls to actually level up, or you can go and buy new items and weapons and armor and stuff like that. Um, the only reason I know all this is my housemate was a very, very large Demon Souls fan. So I've been exposed quite a bit to this franchise. New Londo ruins. Yeah, this is actually, yeah, the other thing with this game is it's a an open world game, and as such, um, it you can kind of go anywhere from the start, and I believe this area is actually a couple of levels above where I am, where I'm like a couple of levels above me, um, but uh, I'll see how I go here. I'm not really this brutal, but as everything you kill in this game gives you more souls, and so it's kind of in your best interests to kill everything that moves, except for people that you can buy stuff off. Because you can actually attack them, they will just generally like two-hit you. So it's locked. Um, and also for you guys who haven't seen Dark Souls on the console or playthroughs or any of it so far, the whole premise is that I'm actually undead. I'm an undead person, uh, but there has been a sort of a prophecy um, which foretells that someone will ring these two bells and find out what their reason for being here is. Um, I have in my inventory, I actually have an item which there it is, dark sign. So undead with a dark sign actually uh, are they are pretty much immortal. Like, so even when they die, they'll come back to life again. But just after a certain amount of time, they'll actually go mad. Um, so from what I can tell, you're actually one of these dark sign undead, but you're actually trying to find and trying to fulfill this prophecy of an undead who rang these two bells and who who fulfilled this prophecy. And that ghost there, you can actually see, um, is someone else who someone else who was there at that point. Just every once in a while, at a random point in time, it will actually, like, you just see this ghost of a person show up, um, and like you can see a guy up the top there, and they're just people who are playing at the same time as you. Um, you can't interact with them in any way. I believe there is PvP, but I'm not actually sure how the PvP works. Um, this is the level up menu in here. So as you can see up here, it says required souls, and I don't actually have enough to level up at the moment. I'm level 8, I believe. But when you level up, you pretty much the way you level up is you just pick a stat to increase, and then you put one more point into that stat, and that'll automatically level you up. So far in the game, all I've done is the tutorial, and that got me a couple of nice levels, and so now I'm heading on from there. Um, Now I believe there's there it is. Yeah, so again, see there's a blood stain here. So if I tap green on that, you can see that he was fighting something, and then he got killed by something. So yeah, it's a very kind of really helpful thing to let you know that hey, those white lights are items that you can pick up. Oh dear, oh dear, I have made a terrible mistake. Oh, now as you can see, that's the kind of damage levels we're dealing with here. So I stuffed that up horribly. But yes, so you can see that the kind of damage I was taking there. I mean, I think I took about 4 hits. That was about 4 hits of damage from just a basic skeleton mob. So so yeah. So it's a little bit it's no okay. This game's brutally hard. I was gonna say this game's a little bit hard, but I try to remain kind of not objective, but a little bit hazy about stuff because for other people might find it really easy, but yeah, no, I don't know anybody who finds this game easy at all. Um, Even my housemate who's crazy about these games died a lot of times when he was playing it. But whoa, that is a bird. Can I actually interact with him in any way? Maybe from this side. Nope. Nope. Okay. Very weird. So yeah, I was going to show you guys the tutorial of this, but I really, really wanted to do the recording in the full 1080p. And to do that, I had to use the resolution fix. But unfortunately, that resolution fix actually also removes all of the text from the game. So there is no text on any of the messages I've read so far. There's no like if I usually there's instructions telling you what each of those menu items does. That text isn't there. Well, it doesn't remove all the text from the game, so you can see it still says Estus Flask there. Um, but but other than that, um, a lot of the text is just gone. Right. Oh. Ah. Oh. Alright. So I'm not actually sure what killed me there. I believe that that number of strikes in quick succession burned through my stamina and then allowed them to finish me off. But time to go back for a second try. Now, if this video ends without me being able to kill this, I will be incredibly embarrassed, guys, because I am a bit of a well, I'm more than a bit of a gamer. Gaming is pretty much what I do. So to be beaten this badly by a game is I must admit it's a little bit humbling to know that there's still games which can set you back in your place and show you that you're not all that you're cracked up to be. You guys may have noticed that I'm now on 0 souls after respawning, and that's one of the things that dying does. It actually removes all your souls and puts them into this greeny glow thing here. And if I walk over to that and go recover lost power, it goes retrieval, and I should... Okay, I didn't actually get... I thought that would actually give me my souls back, but it doesn't seem to have worked like that. Alright, let's... try it with a little bit more dodging and tumbling. Oh, ouch. That's one of the other really bad problems as well, is that if you actually, well, it's not a problem, but it's something that if you don't notice it, it can actually very quickly get you killed, as you can see. Is that uh, they have combos which are very, very hard to break once they start um, whaling them into you. And as such, yeah, it's kind of best. You've got to try and stop the combo before it begins, rather than just tanking it. All right, so there's my. I'm not sure what that actually does now, because I assumed it was my souls, because I thought I'd seen that earlier. But what if I come down here and get in a little bit of a cheap shot first? Oh, ouch. Oh. Quite a few things. It seems like quite a few things actually. Uh, and there we go. I have died once again. Seems quite a few things don't work. I believe that. Well, yeah. There seems to be quite a few little bugs in the game, but I'm sure they'll fix it when they get around to it. Because from what I've heard, From Software is a very, very good developer. Their only problem is being tied to Namco Bandai, which a lot of people believe is not a very, very good producer. So, right, let my stamina regen. Tumble. Take a healing potion. Oh dear. Tumble. Tumble. Run, run. Right. This is a little bit tiring, I must admit. Because, like, you've got to be all on edge the whole time. Well, I got one of them down. Come on. Come at me, bro. Oh. Got him. There we go. Alright, well, well, I have actually done the tutorial a number of times, but I have never once managed to get past those two skeletons. Just for a little bit of backstory for you guys as to how horribly I've been dying on this game. I was a bit iffy about actually recording it for you guys because I was just like, I thought that these videos were just going to be me dying horribly over and over again to these two skeletons. And I was just like, well, nobody wants to watch that. But we'll see how they go. And if they do turn out to be me just dying horribly to the first set of monsters, well then I might stop this one. I might stop this after a few episodes, but gives me something else to record and put up for you guys. So, more content is always good. Oh, there we go. Right, so I had 100 souls there. So we'll see if when I come back to that spot, if I have a if I get those souls back from my. Sorry, if you hear any blowing sounds, guys. Sorry about that. It's just my hair is actually getting in my eyes, and it's getting a little bit frustrating for me. Oh no, it did give me back my souls, so I'm guessing I just didn't have any souls then. Ah, that's the other thing. When you die, all the enemies respawn. So it's really a case of you learn to enjoy fighting the same enemies. A number of different times. Oh, and that was one of those combos I was telling you about. He got that first initial hit on me, and then after that, it was my fate was sealed, pretty much. Right, I'm back. I am going to kill those guys if it's the end of me, which it has been the end of me for everything so far. If you guys notice anything obvious that I am completely missing, feel free to leave a comment down below. I would love to know if if this is the right way to go. Then that's fine. I'll keep smashing my head. I might with this end of this episode's actually might come to a close soon, and if I still haven't killed these guys, I might play some on its own. Just to get myself past these damn skeletons, so I can show you guys well, some more of the game, really. Because other than that, I mean, I don't really want to record more than one episode of me just dying horribly to these skeletons. Whoa. Oh no. That was weird because I didn't press the tumble button, but I actually pressed block, but he tumbled forwards and thus I died. Well, I might actually leave this episode here, guys. So if you want me to keep going or if you want to watch me die horribly to the skeletons, or one other thing I can do is I can record, a couple of hours of footage and then just edit out the deaths in between, where I'm dying horribly to the same monsters over and over again, and that way I'll actually the episodes will be the same length, but you should hopefully see a lot more of the game and of me playing them. So, but that's up to you guys. So leave a comment down the bottom, letting me know what you guys want. Other than that, like, favorite, and subscribe, and peace out.